I used to be real big on, calling people superficial and things like that too. And um, I had an issue at one time with actually people having a standard. You know what I'm saying? Like people having, um, I guess, a preference. You know what I'm saying? I used to have, I used to be very opinionated about people who had a preference, who had a standard, who had, um, you know, some that they like and some that they don't like. I used to call people superficial and things. If you were, like even to say someone is a gold digger, which I get it, you know what I'm saying, but um, if a person needs someone, if a woman needs somebody that has their money right, if a woman needs someone that looks a certain way, if a woman needs someone that is a certain height, if a woman needs someone that um, penis is a certain size or is a certain complexion, lives in a certain part of town, have a certain type of job, like whatever it is that a woman might need in an individual today, like today, how I am today. I mean, it don't. I mean, I feel like you have the right. That's your right to have a preference. Period. Point blank. It's nobody's. It's nobody's. Um, nobody to me. Nobody has a legitimate, logical right to have an opinion, like an opinion or a dissenting opinion that you express without being solicited. That you express towards another person's likes, another person's wherever they are in life. You know what I'm saying? So um, it's like, who gave me the right to call somebody superficial? It's like that's where they at. That's why I have one of my hashtag live and let live, because when I started using it, I embarked upon this thing of, stop being so opinionative, man. Enlightened Minds Enterprise, your Hassan is about like uniting, man, like social health, personal healing, social health. So my thing is like eradicating all of the psychological, emotional things that keeps us from being one or exercising as a whole. We realize a lot of us are conscious of the fact that we suffer as we suffer because we won't unite. I'm saying, like, you want to talk about blacks particularly, yeah, because blacks won't unite, and whoever else, but particularly if you want to say blacks, yeah, we suffer so much because we won't unite, and it's behind little stuff like that. So my thing is, I used to always try to verbalize my worth. I used to try to verbalize my worth to people, to women. Let me be more specific. I used to try to verbalize my worth to a woman, like, to really like try to get her to see my worth, even though my worth isn't represented in my present tense. I used to try to like verbalize and like, you tripping on me because of my religion, or you tripping on me because of where my financial position at right now in life, or you tripping on me because I've been to prison, or you tripping on me because I used to smoke fry, whatever the case may be, right? One, like, we all don't have vices, we all don't have challenges, we all don't have imperfections. In a way, my thing was like, you tripping on me because of these things, but you don't know. I used to really try to verbalize my word, and I realized, man, that those that see you, as Erica Lachey from Correct, Erica Lachey said her father told her, those that see you is all that matter, and um, those that don't matter don't see you, or something like that. I mean, you get it, right? I mean, for those that really see you, that's who you give your value to. That's who you. For those who don't see you, I mean, they don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, today, my thing is, man, be where you are. Whoever you are, whatever likes you, whatever moves you, be true to that. Because when you're not true to that, you hurt people. You hurt people when you're not being true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to like a person because of who they are, because of how much they like you hurt them. Be true to who you are and evolve as you should, being true to who you are. But when we don't be true to who we are, we don't evolve in a way that we should. It takes if it's like we gotta evolve out of being fake first, then we can find the face who we are and start evolving in that way. And that just takes so much time. And we hurt so many people with that, because we're not consistent. We in and out of these relationships, we in and out of these dealings, we in and out of these social connections, the energetic connections, we in and out of them because we're not being true to ourselves. And that's why I say, man, we got to stop worrying about people who have these opinions about where we personally stand. If men like women that look a certain way physically, bro, like her. That's where you at. That's where you at right now. No matter how perfect or imperfect it is, that's where you at, bro. If you like a woman because she thick, because she need to be fine, she need to be thick, she need to be slim, thin, she need to have long hair, short hair, she need to live in the hood, she need to live in the suburb, she need to have a certain IQ level, whatever the case may be, wherever you at, man. I mean, you got to be true to you. You can't be true. You can't be true, for everybody else. You got to be true to you. And that's my thing, man. We got to start being true to who we are, and that's where your inner peace really lies at, is being true to who you are, being able to fulfill and hold up to your own personal obligation within yourself first. Because when you can't be true and hold up to the obligation within yourself first, how can you ever be true and hold up any obligation for anybody else, You can't love nobody more than you love yourself, no matter how much you think you can. It is like virtually impossible. So, yeah, that's just how I see that now. So, yeah, be true to you, man. Be true to where you stand and grow. Grow as you should. Grow in the time that you should, but you got to face it. And you got to know that until you face it, then you haven't evolved in the way that you should and in your best way.